Welcome back to Vigor. It is your boy, Stealth Jet, leader of a JSS. You see right there in the bottom right hand of your screen, my Twitch link. Go ahead and type that link into your browser and follow me on Twitch, because as you see right there, I'll be streaming 2 hours from now at 4 p.m. EST. This channel right here will be the channel where the stream will be uploaded in its entirety if you miss me playing live. The only advantage is that you can talk to me live in chat, but the same thing will be uploaded to that channel that you just seen, within about a day or so. And I understand back in the day when back in the day, maybe about like 3 or 4 months ago, they'll be up in like an hour or within the hour. Here's the reason why my streams upload so late. Ever since I got a Mac, I download the videos, then I gotta put my intro and outro before them, well, before and after the stream, snip it a little bit, and then export it, and then upload it. Exporting and uploading are two different things. So since the video is exporting in 4K twice, because Twitch exports in 4K, it takes about a good damn 4 or 5 hours for the video to export. And then I gotta take about a good damn 5 to 6 hours for the video to upload. So that's why the videos on my second channel haven't been coming out as quickly as you may have been used to. But, I like being transparent with you all, so that's why I say all that. So we're here on Fjellkanten, and I like this spawn back here. The game usually puts me back here for some reason. I don't know why, but it's okay. Because all you gotta do is look in front of you, and guess what are you gonna see? 2 people. Right there, and where I just looked at previously. Now, where I'm looking at right now, that little area down there, that's actually a spawn point. And depending on where the container is, that is probably the worst spawn point on this map, in my opinion. You can spawn to the left of that fence right there. And trust me, there's always going to be a guy where I spawned at, so if you are not on your toes, you may get shot at by a Vigor 30 seconds into the match. I'm telling you people, once you learn the spawn points in this game, the game becomes relatively more simple. Relatively. Because I feel like 70% of the worry comes from me being shot at. But if you know where you might get shot at, and I missed a shot, I know, I'm sorry, then the game becomes relatively easier. So you notice I looked over to the left to see what the other guy's doing, but I think he's probably running away from this house right now. And honestly, I should have hit that shot. And due to my missing, the guy now knows he's being watched, and so he goes loud. If you ever played like a really old PS2 stealth game, then you will know that when you alert a sentry, they start going berserk, and then they go for an alarm. Yeah. That's exactly what's happening right here. Exactly what's happening right here. Now everybody knows the container is being opened. And so we should see somebody coming up here relatively soon. But here's the thing. I seen a guy run and then he stopped in that bush. And I'm like, is he still in that bush? Did he legit open the container and then run to a bush and stop? I don't know. And I kind of don't want to waste a mortar strike on a hunch. Because he could be moving right now, and I won't know it, because I don't see the bush, right? But now I do, and I still don't see him running. And so I'm like, okay, well, maybe a different angle. And the reason why I'm being so particular about this is because if he's prone in that bush, I'm not going to see him, at all. When I say at all, I mean I'm not going to see him, 0% chance. So I decide to crawl to this area right here, try to keep my head covered, but then I keep moving, and as I'm surveying the area, I'm like, shit's awfully quiet, isn't it? That container still has the lid on it, So it's not completely looted, even though he could just trade in a weapon and the lid is still on the box. I don't know. But I feel like somebody's there. Guys, remember that bush I was telling y'all about? Look at him running away from it. He was in there. He was in there the whole time. Now, a possible alternative future is this. He could have waited in that bush. And the guy that I just killed with a headshot could have killed him too. And y'all see this random ass shotgun right there? That shit crazy. But yeah. This guy that I'm about to loot and the guy that we seen in that bush, they could have fought each other. But it's okay. It's cool. It's completely fine. I got a whole H-bar T on my back right now. With 2 clips of ammunition. 2 clips. Now, the fun is not over. Because as I'm looking in this direction, I get a hunch that somebody's over on top of that hill. You see, the thing with Fjellkanten is this. You gotta keep your camera moving. You got to. Because if you just look straight and don't look around, chances are you're gonna miss somebody to stalk. You are. Unless you don't really go for the stalker playstyle and you just kind of rush somebody with a beagle. I mean, power to you. If you want to play the game like that, that's fine. But you're gonna miss somebody. Won't you look at that? I did see somebody going over that hill. And now I'm going back here to check what comm station was used. And now I decide to bolt it down to the other side of the map. That's what I decide. You see, here's the thing with me. I'd rather see somebody than hear somebody if I can help it. Because if I see them, chances are they're not going to see me. Chances are, right? Because most players in the game, they only look forward and not around. Notice the really experienced players who will be walking one way, and all of a sudden they'll spot you. For instance, this person right here. And yes, there's a person right there. I'm going to aim in for him too so you can see him. Right there. He doesn't know I'm here. But if he would have kept looking around, then he would have known that I was here. But it's okay. Now, game plan is this. Stay vigilant, as always. But it's going to be a matter of vision rather than audio. Here is what I've been experiencing. Nighttime Fjellkanten, it's audio more than vision. Daytime Fjellkanten is vision more than audio. If you are more versed in one or those 2 senses than the other one, then chances are you may have a bit of an advantage over a random player. Chances are. So I'm looking at that helicopter, and sure enough, there goes this guy who I was aiming at going down that hill. Now, why is he going down that hill? I don't know. But as I stated in the previous video, my doctrine is this. I don't fire unless I know I can kill you. And so this is why I didn't shoot. I just realized my objective goes from 2 to 1. That shit crazy. That's why I don't shoot at somebody walking down a hill. I don't shoot at somebody that's running away. I don't shoot at somebody that's already in a gunfight. If I can help it. If I can help it. So, I get the idea that maybe he's going back here for some reason. Most players will camp on top of those, not on top, but around the rim of the bowl of death. And there you go. That's what I was referring to. If you camp on that bowl of death, the rim of the bowl of death, then chances are you're going to see somebody. Chances are you're going to run into them. Chances are they're going to take an exit. And if you're too close to them, guess what? Crows. So, crows in this game, A plane is loud as shit. Crows, chances are you're gonna run into somebody going for an exit, and if you're too close, they're gonna let off crows, or the exit's gonna let off crows. Excuse me. So there you go, right? Now crows tell a solo player like me that there are two people here. And so, there are two chances for me to get a headshot. There are two chances for me to kill somebody. There are two chances for me to get more loot than usual. Everything you do in this game has a consequence. And the consequence I just incurred right there was that now I am the one who set off the crows. Somebody was here, minding their business. Maybe they were exiting already. But I just so happened to walk into the area, the proximity of the crows going off while they're exiting or while they're still here. Now here's the tricky part. You encroached on their territory. They know you're coming, right? They heard crows. Now it's up to you to find them. And here's the thing. They can be fucking anywhere. Anywhere. Now I actually seen this happen. A guy with a bugle shot at each one of these bushes. That's him. He probably had about six clips of ammunition. Probably. But I'm more conservative. I reserve my ammunition for when I actually need it. That's why I only take like 3, maybe 4 clips. And I say 4 because 1 clip goes into your gun automatically. And so if in your inventory, you only have 3. But I don't feel like shooting at a random bush. And then the guy's like, okay, he thinks I'm there. Let me pop up out of this other bush and headshot him. That shit can happen. It can happen. I'm a very safe, patient guy with this game. I don't like dying. The spectator mode is hella depressing. I don't like seeing that shit. Now, I get the idea. Fuck that exit. Fuck that exit. I'm going over here. So, you know, minding my own business. Check the map. Realize, oh shit, I'm really close to the airdrop. Look over there. And would you look at that? Somebody's watching me. It just makes sense, doesn't it? The airdrop is right there, and there's somebody on the hill opposite aiming at you. And this is why I tell you people, visual is important. So get the idea. Mortar strike him. But the catch is this. Aiming with a mortar strike and not exposing your head. Now we're good. Now we aim and see if he's still there. Here's the thing though. Look at my mortars land. Only about 2, okay, 3 landed where I actually needed them to land. And I did not get 1 hit marker. That was not the comm station sparking. That was a glint. Somebody was there. And notice how I'm running deep down past the airdrop. I don't want this guy to know where I'm going. I know he's up there, and he knows I'm here too. He was aiming at me. Right? So now it's a matter of relocating without being seen. Now, I do got 2 fantastic weapons on my back. I got one that can hit you twice and you're dead, and one that can hit you about 5 times from far range, about 4 times from mid-range, and you're also dead as well. Now I'm aiming at the helicopter like, boy, I know you up there. So I'm gonna be a headless chicken and keep running. I'm going to. But right here when I don't get shot, it's like, okay, so if you're not up there, and you're not going for an airdrop, then what the fuck are you doing? And now I start to worry a little bit because I'm over here in the open wearing white against what? Brown dirt and pink flowers? I'm easily spotted. So I'm walking up here to the abandoned retreat and look at this shit. It's not looted. It's not. So somebody spawned near here, skipped the retreat, and kept going. The guy who was up there right now did not think to loot this area, which means, well, which tells me rather, the guy's been up there for a pretty long time. Usually you would move and try to loot something and then go back to your spot. This guy decided to stay up there forever. But the thought hits me. I'm going to be a bigger man, and I'm going to leave. He's probably still up there. He's probably maneuvering at some point. Prone, probably. Watching that area where I was last at. But he doesn't know that I'm about to leave. He doesn't know. And so I'm going to take this fantastic HRT on my back and this ZA M76 that I bought in with my own hands. And I'm going to leave. Notice that airdrop. Still up there. Still untouched. Nobody got it. Nobody got it yet. And now I'm out of there. And that airdrop was still there. Still. That's crazy, isn't it, guys? You got to keep vigilant. You got to keep moving the camera around. And because, look, the easiest way a sweat will kill you is if they spot you. When they spot you, they're locked onto you. And they will do anything in their power to try to hunt you down. I'm going to spoil a future video real quick. I think I'm going to upload it. On Anakin, somebody spotted me with a Sumi. Across islands now, the guy goes prone and lasers me. He didn't hit me, but he hit the ground beneath me. And I'm like, where the fuck am I getting shot from? Look across the map, and there's a little speck. And I don't relocate at that point. There's a little speck. And tracer rounds are coming from that little speck. That was somebody shooting at me with all 71 rounds of their Sumi. Yeah. People, you got to stay vigilant. Don't look in one direction. Look in 3. 4 may be a bit risky because 4th is behind you. And you're going to miss something in front of you. But you got to stay vigilant, people. You got to. I hope you enjoyed this episode. And I'll catch you in the next one. Until next time, peace.